Hello, Sean with Sugar Shack 7. Thank you for stopping by today. Today, we're going to continue on with hoaxes and fraud. This is part 4. Make sure you go check out number 1 through 3. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on all the awesome videos that we are producing. Also, please give us a thumbs up. It really actually means a lot and does a lot for our channel here at YouTube. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, texting lanes for pedestrians. Who wouldn't want a funny prankster for a mayor? But in 2012, that's exactly what the residents of Philadelphia had. The none other Mayor Michael Nutter, he hatched a plan by pranking the people of having stick figures with cell phones in their hands painted on the street near the city hall. It was a April Fool's Day prank. He was wanting to make fun of the people texting while they're walking and not paying attention as to where they were going or doing. Gotta kind of wonder, did the texters stay in their lane? Number 2, eagle snatches baby. Just imagine being in a park with your family, then on top of it, witnessing your child getting snatched by a massive eagle. What father wouldn't freak out over this? Then once the video hit social media, it went viral. Just one YouTube channel featuring the video hit over 45 million views. But what many, if not millions, didn't know, it was all fake. The video was created by students at Montreal's National Animation and Design Center. It was a part of a simulation workshop production class. The eagle and the child were both 3D animations that were added to the film. Good thing it wasn't a pterodactyl. Number 3, Lamborghini poop prank. This day and age, we see so many harebrained pranks go wrong and terribly wrong in many cases. That is where two pranksters, Eric Meldick and Chinek Styblo, came into the picture. They were angry after the driver of a Lamborghini cut them off on the road, so they wanted to teach him a lesson. They followed the car to the next location, then they got a piece of fake poop to put it on the guy's car. This is where things spiraled out of control. Quickly, the man returned thinking the guys had actually pooped on his car. He then proceeded to tease Styblo, who fell on the ground in pain. Guess it's not a good idea to poop on someone's car or even pretend you did so, especially if it's an expensive one. Number 4, Walt Disney is frozen. One of the longest running legends is Disney history is that Walt Disney had his body chronologically frozen right before he died. His hopes would be is that once science perfected making people immortal, they could unfreeze him, giving him a new life and giving him a fountain of youth in a creepy way. The legend has even gone as far as saying that there is a private cryogenic chamber under the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Disneyland. But that is all legend and no one has ever been able to prove it. What we do know, Walt Disney died December 15, 1966 and was cremated 2 days later. Or was he? Who knows? He could be walking around among us right now. Number 5, the moon landing before the moon landing. An hour-long Swiss radio broadcast announced that the U.S. astronauts had just landed on the moon. The announcement generated enormous excitement. The telephone exchanges became jammed as people tried to phone friends to share the news. Even U.S. authorities in Switzerland initially weren't sure if the news was true or false. The broadcast concluded with the report that the moonship would take off from the moon at 7 p.m. Listeners were urged to climb to a high vantage point away from city lights to watch it return to the earth. As a result, there was a huge rush of people who tried to leave Zurich and get to the Mount Uetliberg overlooking the city. The railroad up to the mountain had to add additional trains to handle the number of passengers. It was all an April Fool's joke in 1967. U.S. astronauts didn't land on the moon until July 20th in 1969. Number 6, the Old Librarians Almanac. When Edmund Pearson wrote about the Old Librarians Almanac in Boston Evening Transcript, people believed it was real. The almanac, which was said to have been written by an old curmudgeonly librarian in 1973, said some strange things. It said that it was a duty of librarians to cast out and destroy books that were merely frivolous. and that women should all be barred because they like to read romances. Perhaps because some of the entries were so funny, the Almanac was reprinted and many people began using some of the quotations. But what no one knew was that the Almanac was complete fiction, having been written by Pearson himself. He pranked a lot of people and had a lot of laughs. Number 7, frogs and waves. When the Wichita Daily Eagle published an article about an 11-foot wave heading down Arkansas River, they were concerned. But when they also found out that millions of frogs were migrating up the river at the same time, they became excited. The massive wave of millions of frogs were said to be on a collision course and would meet at 10 o'clock in the morning. Thousands of people gathered at the river in anticipation, but when 10 o'clock came, then 11, then 12, then 1, they realized it wasn't going to happen. They finally realized they were victims of an April Fool's joke, and millions of frogs and giant wave would have been a sight to see. It would definitely be raining frogs after that. There you go, another 7 hoaxes and fraud. Hope you enjoy these, and make sure again, go back and see part 1 through 3, and then subscribe to our channel because we have a lot more for you. You have a super day.